Okay, I need to listen to here if the testing 1 2 test 1 2. Okay, the music is definitely not too loud. It can be a bit louder. Let's try this. Okay, cool. I think yes, the music is okay. Mine 34. Okay, let's start. Good. Semalam-malam, I suppose. So this would be the walkthrough. This will be the walkthrough for the worksheet underscore ct2, the ct2 worksheet. It has been posted on Teams. Right now it's 10:07 at night to 22:07 hours. Yeah, I'll just go through it. I'll finish recording it. It might take 2 or 3 hours. Okay. Obviously the recording is going to be long. If you are only timestamps, I'll probably make them after I finish recording or something. So you can skip forward to the questions necessary. Okay. Either way, let's start. Okay, I believe it's the correct. Yeah, okay, good. So let's go through this. Okay, so the idea of the worksheet is that the idea of ct2 is that there will be 6 questions. Okay, worksheet underscore ct2. There will be 6 questions. Let me just write that was not good. Worksheet underscore ct2. There are 6 questions. Okay, so I'll just put them here. There'll be 1 2 3 4, which are individual questions. 5 has A, B, C, D sub-questions, related sub-questions, and 6 individual question. Question 1 and question 2 is basically 6.2, so it would be the graph to equation questions you see in the worksheet. 3 is divisor of on a line, 7.1. 4 is parallel perpendicular, 7.2. 5 ABCD. ABC basically is 7.2, but there's some miscellaneous in there. You see the questions in the worksheet as well. Donkey is area of polygon, 7.3. 6 is locus, 7.4. Okay, so it's separated into categories like these. So the questions themselves, if you have not seen through the worksheet, you will have if you have not seen through the workbook, you will also be seeing them in the worksheet as well. So I don't think I gatekeeped that. I don't think I gatekeeped too much this time. I don't think I even gatekeep that much. So yeah, so there will be that. Obviously I can't give you the exact questions how they are arranged per se, but the worksheets are there. There aren't really that many type of questions I'm putting into ct2 to get the idea. Anyway, let's start. Okay, originally I wanted to record this in the afternoon, evening-ish, but it's seriously just way too hot. So I'm doing it at night right now. I'm not tired, so it's fine. Hey, Q1. The diagram below is a straight line graph of y over x against x, and then you expected to express y in terms of x. So the usual step you want to do this is first, this is a line, so it will be definitely in the form of y equals to mx plus c, where your capital Y and capital X would follow the variables given in the graph itself. So regardless, let's just find our m. So our m, you can find it by using the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so again you have 2 points, so just use it directly lah. Therefore 1 minus y will be 15 minus 3, x minus x will be 6 minus 4. Okay, so next you basically have an answer. This will be 12 over 2, so this will be 6. Okay, therefore okay, so m is this. Then you want to find your c. So the idea is this: your points on that you see on the graph itself, on the line, they wait, let me just bring my mic forward. The points okay, my voice is a bit too sharp. Okay, let me just position it better. I need a bigger table. Okay, yeah, I think this sounds better. Okay, so the idea is that, yeah, okay, this sounds better. So the idea is that if you have your points on the line that are given to you, your coordinates correspond to the capital X and Y respectively. So your equation is capital Y equals to m x plus c. So your coordinate just directly sub into it. So what I'm saying is that if I'm using, for this question, if I use the point 6, 15, then I will basically write my equation as capital Y is 15, m is 6, capital X is also 6, then my c is my c. Okay, why is my voice so sharp today? Maybe I'm pointing in the wrong direction. It's me sometimes since I record the stuff. Okay, so I think it should be like this. Then you basically just calculate your c. C equals to 15. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 you bring over, plus becomes minus. This gets you negative 21. Therefore, I can't press space with this. Therefore, your equation is written as y equals to 6 capital X. Y equals to 6x minus 21. Then, to complete your linear equation, to complete your linear equation, you want to substitute your values into the equation. So you get y over x equals to 6 times lx. So just substitute your variables that are given to you in the graph and directly into the equation. Then minus 21. Then you just get this. So after this is your linear equation. Then the equation requires for y in terms of x. Then okay, right there. Yeah. Then you want, wait, okay, give me a moment, I just realized something. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, back to this. So oops. Yeah, so you want to express y in terms of x. So in this case, you just want to make y the subject. Okay, you make y the subject, you just bring it over. So basically, you see your y over x like this. You want to turn into y, just multiply by x. So multiply by x to get rid of the x at the bottom. So you are left with y alone. Then your 6 will also, your 6x will also multiply by an x, you get 6x squared. Your 21 also multiply by an x, you get minus 21x. So this is you get y as your subject equals to in terms of x. So your answer has x in it. Everything else you need to do, this will be your answer. Okay, so it should be like this. Let me just double check my volume. Okay, what test does one do? Test 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, test 1, 2. Much testing 1, 2, test. Okay, the music still isn't too loud, so that's good enough. Okay. Okay, next, continue. Okay, so checking done. So this next would be question 2. Q2 is roughly the same idea. 2 and 3 are the same idea. Okay, Q2 diagram shows a straight line of x squared y against 1 over x, so you basically want to do the same thing. So you again start with capital Y equals to m capital X plus C. Then you want to find your m and your c. So m equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 as per usual. Then in this case, 10 minus 3 over 3 minus 9, you get 7 over negative 6. Your negative, you can bring it to the front of the fraction, so you get this. Okay, so now what I'm going to teach you is another way of doing things. So because we have learned chapter 7, so during 7.2 regarding finding the equations, we have talked about a certain method that we can use that is basically y minus y1 equals to m multiplied x minus x1. Yeah, so in this case, your y will be capital Y, same it goes to your y1, because this thing can be used regardless of what your capital Y and capital X is in terms of, as long as it's a linear equation. So in this case, what I'm going to do is as follows. The capital Y in this case is x squared y, and then your m is negative 7 over 6. The capital X in this case is 1 over x. Okay, then let's choose the point. Let's say I choose 9, 3. So my 9 is my capital X, so x1. Then my 3 is capital Y, so y1, like this. So basically you just get this. You just need to replace whichever variables you get into in terms of the one given the question. Okay, so after this, you just do it normally. Basically, it might look confusing, but you just go through it. Your 6 you bring over to multiply. So 6 multiply the entire bracket equals to negative 7 multiplying the entire bracket. Okay, the mic is kind of sensitive. Okay, anyway, we just multiply inside, so you get 6x squared y minus 18 equals to minus 7 you multiply, so minus 7 over 8 minus 7 over x, and then minus become plus. 7 times 9 is 63. Then you just rearrange it. So from here on, you can just straight up go head towards the goal of expressing y in terms of x. So you want to make y the subject. Since you have already substituted everything in that you need into the equation already, and you got your equation, which is this pink color one over here. This is the last line that we have right now. You just go through it. Make y your subject. So just bring in everything. So just bring the negative 18 over because we don't need it. Then I want to bring my 6 over to divide. My 6x squared basically. So this is equal to 63 plus 1879. Wait. Yeah, correct. So this is that. Then I mean it's quite sensitive. I do not know how to. It's okay. I just keep talking to it. It's fine. Okay. Please don't lag. Okay. So you want to leave your y alone. So you bring your 6x over. What the hell? Okay, that was. Okay, so you want to leave your y alone because you want to make y the subject, so 6x squared you bring over. You bring over, you basically divide. If you are dividing, you are basically multiplying with everything that exists at the bottom. So usually we put it at the bottom of any numbers because it's basically dividing by 1 times whatever you're dividing it by is still whatever you're dividing it by. So 79 I just put over 6x squared. The negative 7 over x already has an x at the bottom. So if I bring my 6x squared over to divide, you want to take your x and multiply the existing thing, you multiply with the one that you want to divide by. So you get 6x cubed because x squared times x is x cubed, so you get 6x cubed. When you get to here, we don't really need to combine them into one single thing, so it's basically fine that way. So you can leave your answer like this. If you want to be cautious, you can combine two fractions into one. So my bottom is 6x cubed, so negative 7 still stays here. My right hand side will multiply an x, so I get plus 79x and then over 6x cubed. And then after combining, y is our subject, nothing else you need to do, this will be your answer. This is a chance to say that the answers might be weird because I did not do any prior checking. So the answers might and can be weird. Yeah. Okay, next. Q3. Basically, same type of question. It tells you that the diagram shows the straight line graph of log base 3y and against log base 3x. So, same thing, y equals to mx plus c. If you hear something weird in the background music, that's basically what it is. This is what I listen to, but it's fine. If you have any recommendations you want to see appear in the live streams, let me know. Okay, next. So same thing, you want to find your gradient. Okay, so same thing, you want to find your gradient. Okay, so basically I don't think this is quite self-explanatory. So you have 2 points, so just use y minus y, x minus x. In this case I'll get a minus 4 over 2 minus 10. So I get 4 over negative 8. We simplify nef 1 over 2. Nef pos. I like to use nef. So yeah, negative for negative. Short formula. So nef 1/2. You can use either method. So if you prefer to find C and then go from there, you can. For me, there's already demonstrated in the workbook in one of the questions, so I will go ahead and it's basically demonstrated in latihan 1. I don't think I put log in ct2, but I think it's fine. Just know how to do it because I genuinely do not remember the questions. I would like to demonstrate this one once more because again the log it's already demonstrated in the workbook. Okay, let's go through this quickly. Capital Y, copy. I use point 2,8. M is left 1, 2. Capital X is log base 3x. Minus x1 is minus 2. Then I bring the 2 over. Okay, negative 1 multiplied by the bracket. 2 I multiply in left log base 3x minus left by left become pos, and minus become plus, left become pos 2. And then from here you can combine them together. So both logs are the same base, you can bring it over. So you should get you would get 2 log base 3y plus, wait, I'll just use green from here. 2 log base 3y plus log base 3x equals to 16 bring over 16 plus 8, 16 plus 2, 18. And then plus means multiply. So plus means multiply. So I will be getting multiply. So if the both logs same base, plus becomes multiply, minus becomes divide. So this is plus, so it's multiplied. But before combining them, I will need to make sure that nothing exists in front of the logs. So the 2 I need to bring up to form a square. So this becomes y square plus log base 3x equals to 18. Both logs same base, nothing in the way, combined together, log base 3 y square x equals to 18. You want to bring it over, so convert this into convert this into power form. Small base become big base, small base become big base, small 3 become 3, answer become power. This will equal to whatever that is over here, y square x. You want to express y in terms of x. This is kinda tedious, but we'll just go through it. So if you bring your x over, you divide, you would get y squared equals to 3 to the power of 18 over x. And since you only want y, your square you have to bring over to basically turn it into a square root. And since the y is since your y over here needs to be in a log base 3y being the original expression, being the original variable, your y has to be positive. So your y will be equal to square root of 3 to the power of 18 over x without the plus minus, because it cannot be minus. The numbers in your log cannot be negative. So your y cannot be minus, therefore it will be positive. Then you can go through the calculation if you want to, because you need to go through a calculation because this is considered having a square root at the bottom of the fraction, so it's an incomplete answer. So you will have to go through the conversion of it. This will take a bit of time. square root separate to both top and bottom, your top will get 3 to the power of 18 square root. You can put it into a calculator. You should be able to get 3 to the power of 9. But the core idea is that, if you don't remember, the core idea, I mean this needs memorization, yeah, refreshing. The core idea is, if you have 3 to the power of 18 square root, your square root can be turned into power of 1/2, and both powers you multiply together. 18 divided by 2, you get power of 9. Yeah, that's how the power of 9 comes from. Okay, that's why over here I'll put 3 to the power of 9 over square root x. And then since the square root at the bottom is still incomplete, so you want to multiply both top and bottom by square root. So square root x. So you should be able to get 3 to the power of 9 times square root x over x. This will be the final expression. This y is a subject. There's nothing else you need to do. You finished doing denominator rationalization. You basically just rationalize the number, make it a normal number without the square root at the bottom. So this should be your answer. Okay. So we basically have this. Ow. I hope that wasn't too loud. I did not. I already faced the other direction. I did not cough directly into the mic. No wonder. I just realized the new. Yeah, this one is fine. It doesn't matter. It just hurts my mouth a little bit. The new braces that's protruding. The wire. The wire. Yes. If you know, you know. I can't talk with my mouth opening too much, or else the wire would poke me, if that makes sense. So I'm forced to mumble a little bit, but hopefully it's clear enough. Like, it shouldn't be too different from how I usually speak. Anyway, question 4, we move on. 456 is a different type of 456 is a different type of question, so this one also will exist in ct2. It's basically Bopok Latihan 7 question 2 for chapter 6, so you can refer to that. Basically, I'm not giving you guys the weird type of question, because it's not necessary. There's also no graph drawing, because we don't have nearly as much time to test about it. Yeah, so that'll be that. Anyway, before areas x and the variables x and y are related by the equation y equals to px plus qx, where p and q are constants. The diagram below shows straight line graph of xy is supposed to be against that, but I typo xy against x squared. And the values of p and q. So this one you basically want to compare, but the idea is the same. If you see graph, you make y equals to mx plus c. So y equals to mx plus c. Same thing. Find your m first. If the wires poke me and the spot too much, it's gonna turn into hours. Oh well. your y is 5 minus 3. That spot over there is basically the y-intercept, so it's 0, 3. Your x is 0 by the way, so it's 0, 3. 5 minus 3 over x 11 minus 0, you will get 2 over 11. This is your gradient. Okay, this is not a very, this is a very not slanted line. Then over here I'll change back to use back the line C method, but in this case you don't have to, because your C is already there, your y-intercept is 3, so I'll just use it directly. So you can write y equals to 2 over 11 capital X plus 3, because that's your y-intercept. Then now I can sub in my capital Y and capital X variables. So I get xy equals to 2 over 11 x squared plus 3. Okay, then after this, you just want to rearrange it. You see, the one that you want to compare with is it's very cheap. The one that you want to compare with is y equals to px plus q over x. So you want to make your y the subject. Okay, so how do you make y the subject? In this case, for xy to turn into y, you want to divide the entire thing by y, or in more accurate terms, you want to multiply the entire thing by 1 over x. But dividing something out is more easier to visualize, so let's just use that. Xy, you divide by x, you get y. My show is a bit too itchy. 2 over 11 x squared divided by x squared become x. 3 divide 11, 3 over 11, 3 divide x, 3 over x. So now we can compare. So let me just use a different, no, it's okay, we can use the same color. So by comparison, you basically compare this to the one given in the question. You can see that this is also equal to px plus q over x. So by comparison, x compared to x, 2 over 11x equals to px. Therefore, p equals to 2 over 11. Dotted line. 3 over x will be equal to q over x. You basically just compare the same things. Therefore, x is x, q is q. Therefore, q equals to 3. Nothing else you need to do. You got the values already. This should be your answer. If I would take this chance to mention that if the answers are relatively pretty, it's just coincidence, because I definitely did not check for the answers themselves. So you might get stuff like question 3. This is quite uncommon to appear in a normal question, SPM question, but since it's me, I did not do any prior checking, so this should be that. For the ones in ct2, you can expect the answers to be not so weird, because I actually did checking and the answers are what they are supposed to be. Okay, let's continue. Q5, I'll just do it here because why not. Okay, Q5, variables and then related by y equals to hx plus kx cubed, and then you have a line graph obtained by plotting y over x against x squared. Okay, so same thing, y equals to m capital X plus c. You want to find your m first no matter what, so you should be able to memorize this formula already. Okay, m, put it inside y minus y. In this case, your 1 over there is your x-axis, is your x-intercept, so everything on the x-axis has y equal to 0. Therefore, this is actually 1, 0. Then your x is 7 minus 1. It's really quite painful. Might need to go back to the dentist and ask her to cut it. It's actually a bit annoying. It's actually kind of painful. So 9 over 0 is 9, 7 minus 1 is 6, so again 9 over 6 this is 3 over 2 basically. Then you want to basically do the same thing. In this case you don't have your c, so you want to find it, so I'll just use the normal method. So in this case, what color did I use for that? Oh, I used blue. Okay, so basically let's just choose 1 comma 0 because it's easy. So your capital Y is 0 equals to your m is 3 over 2, your x is 1 plus c. Your c directly equals to this one times 1 is 3 over 2. Bring over other side, you turn into negative lah, just minus lah. So negative 3 over 2. This is your c. Therefore, your y equals to x plus c is basically y equals to 3 over 2x minus 3 over 2. Then your y and your x you can directly sub inside, so you get y over x equals to 3 over 2 times x squared minus 3 over 2. You see that the variables, the equation given that you wanted to follow is has y as a subject, so you want to turn y into the subject. How do you turn y into the subject? You want to turn y over x into y, you just multiply the x to get rid of it, so you get y for the first one. Your x squared you multiply by 1 more x, you get x cubed. Your 3 over 2 constant you multiply by an x, you get 1x. So this is that. Then this is also equal to the one given the question, hx plus kx cubed. Okay, so we basically have this. Testing 1 2 test 1 testing 1 2. Oh, okay. Okay, that's weird, but it's fine. I'll just put it like this. Okay. Also, speaking of this, I don't know. I mean, like, if you recognize the current melody, then pops to you, like, literally. I don't even know how many of you even know Undertale apart from the memes. Obviously there's funny Megalovania, but that's out of the question. Okay, so next, continue. If your x is x and x compare, x cube and x cube compare. So basically you just compare like terms. Therefore by comparison, nav 3 over 2x equals to hx. X and x cancel, h equals to nav 3 over 2. X cube, so 3 over 2 x cube equals to kx cube. Cancel each other out, you get k equals to 3 over 2. Nothing else you need to do, you found the unknowns already, this is done. So this is Q5. Okay, so next is Q6. Let me draw the boundaries first. Okay, save, zoom in. Okay, Q6. Let's just level these out so that it actually looks a bit better. Well, small little trivia, Parang is a Korean composer. The name obviously translates to Palang Tao in Malay, but it's not the same thing. So yes. Anyway, Q6. The variables weighted by xy equals to ax plus b. A and b are constants. Diagram shows graph obtained by plotting y against 1 over x. So in this case the equation is not in terms of y it's not making y the subject anymore. Let's go through this. Oh yeah. I unfortunately cannot sing along. Ato is very good. China ethnic composer. Anyway, so y against x1 over y against 1 over x, you're gonna calculate the values of a and b. So basically same thing, y equals mx plus c, you want to find your m. So I'll just go through the same process. Thinking about it, I might need to change my color palette a little bit. The pink is not too hot with the green. Anyway, y minus y, x minus x minus x. So you get 5 over negative 8. Yeah. So this is your m. Then you don't have your c, so you want to find your c. So if I use the y minus y1 equals to m minus am multiply m x minus x1 method, I will basically be getting, actually let me just, oh it's okay, I'll just leave it out later. You would get y minus, I'll just use the 0.104, so 4, your m is 5 over 8, your capital X is 1 over x, your x1 in this case is 10. Then you just bring your 8 over to multiply, bring it over, so you multiply like this, minus 5 multiplied by 1 over x minus 10. Okay, then you just expand both. 8y minus 34 equals to minus 5 over x plus 510. Math become pause, math turn pause 10 50. Then you want to turn it into the form of the equation given, so that you can compare. In this case, you can see that you can you want to get xy, but they will require you to get to turn from y to xy first, basically. So you see there's an 8y over here, is a bit annoying, so you want to bring it everything to the other side and let y be alone first, and only you turn it into xy by multiplication. So I bring everything over to the other side and I leave 8y alone. Then 32 bring over, become pause. 50 plus 32 you get 82. Your y you bring over to the right. So wherever if there's existing stuff at the bottom, my legs up. If you have existing stuff at the bottom, then you multiply with it. So 8 times x, 8x. 82, nothing at the bottom, divided by 8 by itself. Then at this case, at this stage, you want to multiply by x. So you want to turn xy into, you want to turn y into xy, so you multiply by x. Multiply by x, I get xy over here. My x at the bottom of this fraction disappears, so negative 5 over 8. My x appears on one of these, so 82 over 8 multiplied by x. You can simplify the 82 over 8. You can divide top bottom by 2, so you should get 41 over 4. Nothing else you need to do. This should be the form that you are supposed to get. So yeah. So this is also equal to, this also happens to be equal to ax plus b as given in the question. Let me just move this entire portion, press control over here. Yeah. So that it can level out later, like this and that is last row. Okay. So by comparison, your x will compare with your x, so 41 over 4x equals to 8x, x cancel, a equals to 41 over 4. Your b, your constant compare with your constant, so in this case it will be b. So your negative 5 over 8 equals to b. Nothing else you need to write. This will be the answer. Therefore, after getting both a and b, nothing else you need to do. Then that will be the end of the question. Okay, part 1 done. So this is basically chapter 6 covered, because I didn't put anything else extra into ct2. Okay, continue. I mean, like, I don't need to take breaks for you guys. You guys can take breaks on your own. You can pause the video, bro. You can just pause the video. Okay, next, 7 to 11 division or length segment. So basically there will definitely be one question on this. That's why it's here. So you will need to know how to use the formula. The formula will be given. But you will need to know how to use it. Okay. Okay, so we start. Q7, given the point G divides the line connecting F and H into the ratio 2 to 3, find the coordinates of G. So let me use black. Go up. This is F. This is H. Since G divides the line connecting F and H, so G should be somewhere around here. So this is a 2, this is a 3. Yeah. Okay, this is a 2, this is a 3, so we have that. Okay, so since G is the unknown one, since G is in the middle and is unknown, you can just directly use the equation. Let I didn't say G is xy, so please let G be x comma y. Okay, so x comma y equals to, actually let me just write this in a different color so that it stands out a bit more. Turquoise? It's lagging. Don't lag. So let G be x comma y. This is, yeah, of course, understandable. This is good. This is really good. Okay, xy equals to n x1, so 3 multiplying with f, your 2, which is your m, multiplies with your h. So this will be your 2 to 3 is basically your m to n. So if you follow the formula, please do crisscross. Thank you very much. So 3 multiplies f is 2 comma, so 2 comma 1, so 3 multiply 2, and then 2 multiplying your h, which is your x is 7, to divide by the total parts. Divide by total how many parts you have. So in this case it's 3 plus 2. Okay, so you have 5 in total. Okay, but just for 3 plus 2 for clarity purposes. Then same thing goes to your y. So 3 times your fy, which is y1, y1, which is 1, 2 times y2, your m times y2, so it's 11, over total how many parts you have. Just calculate both sides, then you just calculate both fractions, then you'll be done already. 6 plus 14, 20, 20 divided by 5, you get 4. 3 plus 22, 25, 25 divided by 5, you get 5. I remember I did check this, or else if the answers are too weird, then discouraging, yeah, that's why. This one, 7 to 11, I did check, yeah, so the answers are not weird at all. The answers should not be weird. Well, in before flag, but I personally don't think so. Okay, what I do here? Q8, same thing. So you have your A and C over here. Your B is somewhere in the middle, let's say it's over here. So 5, 5 nav 1 and 12 commas and 12 6, such that ACBC 7 4. Okay, so if you see over here is ACBC, means AC is the entire line, means that it's taking the entire line and comparing with the small part of itself. So we know that BC is 4 parts, so we write the 4 over here. Then if AC is 7 parts, how much is AB? Just take 7 minus 4, you should get 3 parts. Then same idea, 4 to A, 3 to C. Your M to N is basically 3 to 4. So your 4 multiplies x1, y1. 3 is your M multiplied x2, y2. Same thing. Let B be x comma y. But yeah, this one's because so anyway. Okay, then your same thing, your x comma y equals to n times x1, so 4 times your a, which is 5, and then 3 you multiply it by 12 x2 over 4 plus 3. Then open bracket, you need to use the bracket because it's a coordinate. Then same thing, 4 multiply y1, n multiply y1 plus m multiply y2, so it's 6. Over the total amount. So you should be able to get, this one is 20 plus 36, 20 plus 36, 56. 56 over 7, you get 8. Then right, or this one, for right hand side, for the other fraction, minus 4, 3 times 6, 18, 18 minus 4, 14, 14 over 7, you get 2. And then else you need to do, this will be your answer. See, this is what I meant when I actually checked the answers. The numbers are set to be pretty. But if I don't and I just make questions out of my own willingness, then you guys will suffer quite a bit, because there will be decimals, weird stuff all around. Okay, Q9, same thing. Y divides a straight line x, y, y, z, 3 to 5. And then else you need to do, same thing lah. M to n is basically 3 to 5. So let y be x small x comma y. So we basically have this. Then x comma y equals to open bracket n times x, so it's 5 times 13 plus m times x2, so you get this 8. So you get this over the total amount, and then 5 times -7 plus 3 times 9, y1, y2, ny1 plus my2 over the total. First fraction, 65 minus 9, 56, 56 over 8, you get 7. Second fraction, negative 32 plus 27, you get negative 8. Yes, you get you get negative 8. Negative nav 8 over 8, you get nav 1, so nav 1. This is the middle point. Nothing else you need to do. This should be the answer. Okay, next. You see how fast this is? Yeah. Okay. Okay, Q10. 10 and 11 are a bit special because the unknowns are not in the middle. So given the points f, g, h are collinear such that f, g, h is equal to 2 to 3, find the values of h and k. So in this case, the diagram will look, I think it's still going up. So FGH, such as FGGH. So since the ratio given, I mean you don't actually know which one should be the center, right? Because it doesn't say. But since the ratio explicitly gives you the FG to GH, therefore G would be in the middle. If G is like outside of FH, right? We actually have a term for this. We call it divided externally. But as you can see, the workbook has none of that. It's actually in the syllabus, but the workbook has none of that. So we will go through it when I decide we will go through it. So it's either before YEE, or it's either in before YEE in form of like special knowledge information, or during next year when preparing for SPM. But anyway, we do not bother about we do not bother about 2 3. We do not bother about dividing externally. Just assume that G is in the middle. So you see the one given over there, the ratio is FG to GH. G is in the middle, that's why it looks like that. And therefore, then you just cross. But in this case, because the unknown given is H, not the middle point, it doesn't matter. because the formula can only be equal to the middle point no matter what. So in this case, your 3 multiplied by f, so 3 multiplied negative 4 plus your 2 multiply your x2, so it's 2 over h, 2h, 3 plus 2. Same thing goes to your other portion. Negative 12 plus 22h over 5, 18 plus 2k over 5. This will be a bit long because by comparison, 2 equals to negative 12 plus 2h over 5. 10 equals to negative 12 plus 2h. You bring over plus 22, h equals 11. 10 equals to 18 plus 2k. 5 bring over 2k equals to 50 minus 18, 32. Okay, no wonder. It's fine. 2k equals to 32. Then k equals to 32 over 2, you get 16. This is what the question wants. So this will be your answer. Okay. Yeah, I believe it will be like that. Then you finish off 11 on this page. Oh, it's very. No wonder it sounds like that. I was like, who? Okay, no comparisons. Good. I mean, usually it's public, but it's fine. Oh yeah, let me just. Okay, I am mumbling a little bit too much. Let's try to speak clearer without the wire poking me at both ends. Okay. Next. 11. Given the points A, B, C are collinear such that AC to AB is 9 to 4. Find the values of A and B. I think my position like this might be better. Okay, so same thing. You have 3 points. Where do the points land? You see AC to AB is 9 to 4. It didn't say anything about wire externally or something else. So just assume the normal case. AC to AB, A is on the left on both. So A is on the left. And C is longer, therefore AC is longer, therefore C is on your right, B is in the middle. AB is 4, so if AC is 9, how much is BC? That would be 5. So your M to N that you'll be using over here is 4 to 5, and then you same thing, do the crisscross following crisscross multiplication following the formula itself. So let's just start. In this case, you do not have A, you have B and C, so you have the middle point already. Therefore 5 comma -1, or this 3 is right, 3 is, yeah, alright, looks 2. Okay, then you want to be able to just follow the formula. So 5, your n times your n1, so 5 times A plus mn2 mx2, so 4 times 10 over total parts would be 5 plus 4 is 9. Same goes to your there we go. Same goes to your other one. So 5 times your ny2 ny, so ny1 5b plus my2 4 times 9. This is over 5 plus 4 as well. And then 5a plus 4d over 9, comma 5b plus 36 over 9. Then you compare. I wrote it too big, but it's fine. I can do it over here. By comparison, your 5 is equal to the x position, so 5a plus 41 9, bring over to multiply 5a equals to 40 bring over, plus becomes minus, you get 45 minus 40, you get 5, a equals to 1. Same thing for your y, minus -1 equals to 5b plus 36 over 9, 9 bring over 36, bring over minus bring plus becomes minus 9 minus 36 minus 45, b equal division, you get -9. Nothing else you need to do. This will be your answers. So 1, 2, okay, done. Save. Okay, this page is filled up, so we move on to the next page. Okay, before that I believe I need to add these 2 more pages. Yeah, I think I need to add these 2 more pages, so let me just do that first. Wait. Okay, so we continue. Q12 onwards to Q19 is about parallel and perpendicular. So let's go through that. Q12, even the line. Wait, let me just drink some water. It's been an hour, right? I can actually just double check the OBS one time, but later. Yeah, it's been an hour. How? Okay. I guess this will take 3 hours, huh? My hand is a bit numb. Let's press a little. Okay, back to business. Okay, so given q12, let's continue. I finish resting. Yeah, I finish resting. Yeah. Okay. q12. Given the lines. Okay. Given the lines L1, L2 such that L1 is parallel to L2, you can see that the symbol is a bit different, but it's fine. This also means parallel, as long as it's two lines. Given the lines L1 and L2 such that parallel L1, such that L1 is parallel to L2, find the value of P. So parallel basically means gradients are equal. So if I start from L1, I want to turn it into mx plus c. So everything I bring over, and then basically this is that lah, because you don't have to divide anything for your y. So in this case, your m1 is equal to -2. Okay, I'll just do it in one single. Nice. Okay, I'll do it on two sides. This is how I do it in class. 3 minus px equals to 2y. This is literally y equals to mx plus c already. Just have to bring the 2 to divide, so you get minus p over 2. It's okay. Let's do it in order. 3 over 2 minus p over 2x, or px over 2 basically. So the idea is that to get your gradient, just cover up the x and copy whatever you are left with. So if you cover up your x, in this case you'll be left with p over 2, so just put it over here, negative p over 2. Okay, so after this, since they are parallel, I'll just change colors. I'll use purple. Since L1 is parallel to L2, therefore M1 is equal to M2. This is so basically I would write -2 equals to p over 2. You want to find your p. This is what you want to find the unknown. So both negative signs cancel each other out. 2 bring over to multiply, so your p equals to 2 times 2, you will get a singular 4. Nothing else you need to do. This should be your answer. Fun and simple. I believe I give this set of questions like 4 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks. 4 marks is a bit too much. 3 marks, 3 marks, 3 marks. Then next, unless I ask you to form a new equation, then it'll be 4 marks. Okay, 13. Given the lines L1 L2 such that L1 is perpendicular to L2, find the value of A. So same thing, you want to find both gradients. So change it into y equals to mx plus c. Change it into y equals to mx plus c. So 3x you bring over become minus 4 minus 3x. 2 you bring over become divide 4 divide 2 minus 3 over 2, 3x over 2. You can, if you are familiar with it enough already, you can only divide the number and leave your unknown and leave your variable outside like this. And this is what I usually do. So we don't need to care about the c, so the c is leave it alone. We just need our m. So in this case, our m is equal to -3 over 2. Again, cover the x because it's mx plus c. So your m is always the number that is attached to your x because m times x. Okay. L2, same thing. In this case, is ax In this case, it's ax minus 3y equals to -5. So my 3y and my ax I can bring over. So again, I'm going to turn it into a y equals to mx plus c. Then my negative 3 just bring over to divide. So then minus become plus. So yeah, this is common sense. Okay, same goes to your mx, same goes to your x term over there, so mx. Therefore your ax over 3, you cover up your x, therefore your m2 is equal to a over 3 in this case, y equals to mx plus c. Oh, no wonder the music stopped because it crashed. Okay, give me a moment. I have no idea why it crashed. Okay, I guess we can start with I said, why did the music disappear? I'm not sure I want to play this on stream. Maybe not. Some of the stuff are not right. You know what? I think we can just do that. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's do some forms. Okay. Then since they are supposed to be perpendicular, therefore your gradients, you want to multiply them together. So since m1 since L1 is perpendicular to L2, therefore your m1 multiplied m2 should be equal to -1. Okay, so this will be too small, L1 and curve L2. Okay, therefore m1 times m2 equals to -1. So you just combine them together. -3 multiplying your a over 3 should be equal to -1. So since these are two fractions that multiplying together, since these are two fractions that are multiplying together, multiply fraction means top multiply top, bottom multiply bottom. So the negative is still here. 3 times a 3a, 2 times 3 6. Then you get -1. Left you can get rid of it, but basically you can bring over it as well. 6 bring over become multiply, so you get -6. A equals to -6 over -3. You just divide like this. Therefore, you should get 2 as your answer. Nothing else you need to do. This should be your answer. Okay. 14. Basically, 14 and 15 is the same idea, just that you don't have L1, L2. You don't have the symbols. They're basically in the form of their original words. Yeah. I'll put 14 over here actually, because parallel is just a bit shorter in some sense. Never mind, that might not be the case, I forgot. Okay, so given the lines, so same thing, your first line is 3y plus bi equals to 0, and 3bx equals to 0. You want to turn it into y equals to mx plus c. Your c is not existent over here, it is fine. This we only care about our mx, we don't need to care about our c. So 3y equals to -bx, y you bring over because you want y equals to mx. So b over 3x like this. Therefore, your m1 is equal to negative b over 3. Okay, another point, 6x minus 2y plus 2 equals to 0. Turn it into mx plus c. So to y you bring over, left become pos, 6x plus 2 remain in their spot. 2 you bring over, become divide, 6 divide 2x plus 2 divide 2 equals to 3x plus 1. Therefore m2 equals to 3. So since parallel, therefore m1 equals to m2, negative b over 3 equals to 3. Negative b, 3 times 3 bring over become multiply, becomes 9. B equals to negative 9. And then else you need to do, this will be your answer. Okay, putting there is the right. Putting there is the right decision. Okay, 15. I'll just start from here. As much as I like this kind of stuff, I can't play that much on stream because I do not need to destroy your ears. I also have like hardcore stuff that I really like, but I can't play them on stream because I will destroy your ears. Okay, given the lines, okay, same thing, 2y. Since it tells you that they're perpendicular, you want to find the gradients as well. So in this case, your m1 is equal to 7 over 2. Well, if it randoms into the very few experimental stuff that's in the playlist, well, I don't know if I want to say lucky or not. For being over the blah blah blah, this is basic autopilot, you can understand, you can read it yourself. So since perpendicular, perp is short for perpendicular. The symbol you see over there is actually perp. We call it perp, short for perpendicular, because it's only used for one purpose. Since perp, therefore m1 times m2 equals to f1. 7 over 2 times h over 4 equals to an f1 fraction multiplied together, top, bottom. 7h over 2 times 4, 8 equals f1. 8 bring over, 7h equals to f8. 7 bring over, h equals to f8 over 7. And then else you need to do, this will be your answer. Let me double check the noisy part. Okay, that's definitely too loud at the climax. Okay, it's definitely half the volume already. Yeah, it's definitely a bit too loud. Yeah, my mumbling was a bit too weird. Me humming along to the song was a bit too weird. Anyway, 15 done. Barricade it off. 16. 16, same thing, same thing. For my new equation, yeah, 16 is more like 16 to 18, 16 to 19 will require you to form new equations. So 16 says form a new equation over straight line that's parallel to the line, blah blah, pass through the point, blah blah. Okay, so parallel, I mean, no matter what, you need to find the gradient of your new line anyway. So let's just do that. 4x plus 3y. Honestly, most of this you can read it yourself. It's repeated, so I mean, like, this chapter is quite procedural to the fact, in the sense that if you do the questions enough, then you will already be able to know what comes next already. So I don't really have to explain. You don't really have to be guided like every single step of the way, because it's just simply unnecessary. You can just write this. This tells me you already understand that parallel means both gradients equal. And then I can do it within this box. Okay. The formula is always, I mean, it basically comes from the gradient formula, so it will be always minus no matter what. So if your points have negative coordinates, when you put them in, you will need to minus become plus. So that's why y minus negative 5 minus become plus, you get y plus 5 over here. Then you basically I always recommend bringing the denominator over to the other side to multiply. So you basically get this. And then you expand. Then you rearrange. Myself, I prefer to bring everything to one side. But if you don't want to, it's also fine. You can leave some on the other side. In terms of how you write the answers, equations are a bit more flexible in terms of, let's say the locus. Let's say locus. Because locus, you are actually explicitly required to leave the right hand side as 0. But the right hand side is 0. But in terms of equations, you don't really have to. As long as the answer is correct, then you are good to go. I don't know if I have enough space for this actually, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't think I actually have enough space. How many boxes do I have? Oh, come on. Let's make it vertical lah. Let's expand vertically. I think from here to here you can do it yourself. Basically, it's just because it's perpendicular, so your m2 should multiply with m1 to get left 1. So yeah, so divide 5 over 2, divide becomes multiply. Yeah, you should know this by now already. Okay. Oh no. I'm not sure how loud it is on stream actually, but it's kinda loud in my ears. Okay. Passing through the point, use f2,6. Please remember to use the new coordinate if you are going through perpendicular. If you use the old coordinate, you are finding a line that is parallel to the old line. You want to find a line that is perpendicular to the new line, so please use the new coordinate. Please use the new gradient. Yes. Okay, and then this is as long as don't save. Okay. And then else you need to do, don't need to simplify, this is your answer. Okay, done. Okay, question 18. Moving on. I might be able to finish before 12:30 actually. Yeah, because since I'm going relatively fast on this one. If I want to, I can stream my own songs, but I'd rather not. They are not suitable for background. Sampling challenge is rather suitable, I would say, despite it being noisy. It still works music. Yeah, it still works music. Okay, even this line, find the equation of straight line L2 such that L2 is perpendicular to L1 and passes through the point. It's basically the same thing, just that you have the symbols now instead of the words. So please at least know how to recognize the symbols. Yeah. Please at least know how to recognize the symbols. Okay, perpendicular, so we use this method to find m2. M2 is negative 1 over 2 new equation. Same thing, y minus y1 equals to m multiplied x minus x1. This is negative 10 minus 12, 2 bracket y plus 10 negative x minus 12, 2y plus 20 equals to negative x plus 12, 2y plus x going over 20 minus 12 plus 8. This works after 2. Oh, never mind, this is missing it, right? Okay. Anyway, the next thing to do, this is the answer. Okay, next. I can close this up properly. Well, wasted space or not, I think it's you know what, fine. No, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I know we do not condone wasted space, but this one actually I don't need the irregularness to continue. Most of the stuff I play on these streams / recordings you can find on the internet, like they're Googleable. You can find them on Bandcamp or on Spotify, I believe. Some of them are on Spotify, some of them are not. I believe most of them will be on Spotify actually. Or YouTube. Either one of the two. L1, left cancel 419 perpendicular equals m2 new equation 1 minus 41 mx minus x1. Strawberry is pretty good. Like the one you're listening, the Steel Man, sorry. Steel Man has been in the field for like most of them have been in the field for like at least 5 years. Not me though, I have not been for that long. Equation found, and then what you do, this is your answer. Okay. 19. That was not bad. Half an hour. Okay, 20. Next is area polygon. I just give 3 questions because it's simple. Obviously there can be more types of questions, but not now. If I put them all in one place, it will just confuse the hell out of you, and I do not need to do that. So because it's a ct2, it's not YEE yet. So we will get there when we get to YEE. Not now, not yet. Points A, B, C, D. Your area can directly be found by using the shoelace. One, you go from A to donkey and look back. Either I'll just do the box standard, start from first point, go through all points and look back to the first. This is simplest to show. If you start from any other point, and as long as you start from any other point, as long as you follow the correct order, correct sequence, you should be able to get the same answer as me. Now, whether these would result in decimals or not is beyond me 3 times, because I definitely did not check for the answers. 3 times 2 negative 6, and you just put this into the calculator. But please do it separately, or else you might make a mistake by putting your minus over here and then not bracketing the entire string of numbers. So please do it separately, then only minus them. That would be more safe. That would be safer. That would be way safer. Negative 6, 24, 28. Okay, plus 5, plus 2, 29. But to be honest, even if you have decimal points, the most you can get is 0.5, because you would be getting a whole number from this no matter what. So it actually doesn't matter where the points go, as long as the points themselves don't have decimals. If the points themselves have whole numbers, like the questions we saw throughout the workbook and the one I'm doing right now, you will be, the most decimal that you'll be getting will be 0.5. Because if the answer is a whole number no matter what. Yeah. 4, 10, 14, 14 plus minus. Okay. 29, 25. 29, 25 is 4, and then 4 divided by 2 unit square. You don't really have to put the unit actually. You can just put 2 and it's actually fine. But for completeness sake, we just put the unit lah. Okay, 2 1. 2 1 2 2. Not much to say. I'll just go through it in relatively autopilot mode. Remember to get rid of the negative sign by using the absolute value, because area is a physical quantity. There is no such thing as a negative area or length or whatever. It is a physical quantity. You get minus when you find from the other bracket, so minus minus become plus. Okay, that was pretty lucky. We did not get even the we did not get even a 0.5 from any of the questions. Okay, save. Second last part, locus. This is basically just asking you to find locus such that, well, how you just talk about how it moves. Let me rest for a little bit. Oh, the store layout is out. Okay. Mahesh just sent it. Interesting. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Oh, what? Really? Oh, they will have to like clear out like everything. It's on the MBT, right? It's out of nowhere. So quiet. Oh yeah, it's not on the amphitheater. Wait, is there nothing on the amphitheater? What? Isn't that space so a bit too... Oh, so they settled on an escape room. Okay, I guess. The factory board data is doing a haunted house. Confirm. Oh, Hawaii is using their own classroom. And it's doing a haunted house. And 3M is using their classrooms for CNW to also do a haunted house. Interesting, okay. Not sure how they want to do it. Both classrooms are not connected, but okay. 慢慢自由发挥啊。Oh, A, okay. Oh, okay, okay. That makes a bit more sense. I remember seeing them work on the. Okay. Okay, I finished resting. We can continue. Excellent connection. Cool. This is good. This is good. I kind of want to play something on stream that I don't usually play. Let's try to play this on stream. It's fine, you'll be fine. Okay. Back. My left hand is still very numb. Don't know why. Okay. 23. Okay, so 23, find the equation of locus of point P where P. Find the equation of locus of point P where P moves that where P moves such that it has a constant distance of 4 units from point C. So basically, you want to use the distance formula no matter what. So in this case, your PC will the distance of PC is basically 4. So PC comma PC colon. The distance is 4, so I'll put a 4 over here. This this distance should be equal to 4, so I'll put 4 over here. And your left hand side should be your let p be x comma y. I didn't set that. So your PC has a formula such that the distance between your x, your p and your c. So x minus x1 square plus y minus y1 square square root distance. This is your and this will be equal to the distance between the 2 points, which should be 4. Since it's constant, it should be equal to 4 no matter what, so this is a fixed formula. Then from here on, you basically want to try to manipulate it. You want to square both sides no matter what. So in this case, I'll just use a different color. I use pink. So you want to square both sides no matter what. So you get this. Your square root must be removed, or else you'll be unable to proceed, because at the end of the day you will need to expand every single thing. 4 square is 16. How to expand this? The way I taught in class is first thing square plus second thing square, so x square plus 2 square, you get 4, and then both things multiply together, multiply a 2. X times -2, -2x, -2x times 2, -4x. Same goes to your other term. Same goes to the other bracket. Then you want to rearrange in terms of into like terms. X square, y square, then minus 4x minus 10y. Okay, how many number? How many are the numbers? 4 plus 25, 29, 16 bring over become minus 25, and 29 minus 16, I get plus 13. Okay. So after this, I just bring it like that. Okay. So basically, after you get this, nothing else you need to do. If you can simplify. If you cannot, then just leave it as is. This is your answer. Simple as that. Quite simple, frankly. It is not that hard. Let q be x comma y. So qa comma x minus -1, so it's x plus 1 square, y minus 8 over cos square root equals to 3 square both sides equals to 9. Open up, first thing, second thing, 2 things times 2, first thing, second thing, both things times 2 equals to y. Collect like terms, plus 2y minus 8 plus 2x plus 2x minus 16y. Number 65, bring 9 over, become minus 65 minus 9, 56. Anything else you need to do? Answer. This type of question is quite standard, actually, not gonna lie. Yeah. Same thing. Let h be x comma y. So hb comma distance from h to b minus become plus. square both sides. Expand. Collect like terms. Minus 4x plus 18y. Number 85 minus 86. 49. Yeah. Anything else you need to do? Cannot simplify? Answer. (26 to 28) is the ratio questions. That came in a very long time, but okay, I hope that did not scare you too much. Yeah, you see why this is why I don't really play or I listen to on stream, because you have stuff like these that I stumbled across. Yeah. Okay, it's actually quite loud. But yeah.这种东西播出去一次就好了。Your frames none. Good connectivity. Okay, continue. Okay, point P is a point it moves around A and B. So P and B are its distances respectively. So you will use the distance formula here as well. Just that now you have a ratio, so let's deal with it. PA to PB is 1 to 2 means if I convert, I can convert it to a fraction, so I get P over PB is 1 over 2. Then I can cross multiply, so I get 2PA equals to 1 times PB, so 1 PB like this. Okay, then I can just apply. PA is the distance from P to A, so if P is xy, alright, let P be xy. I actually forgot that P be x, y. You cross multiply, you get 2PA equals to PB. So PA is the distance from P to A, so x minus 1 square plus y minus 2 square whole square root. PB is the distance from P to B, so x minus 4 square plus y minus -2, minus become plus 2 square whole square root. You square both sides, including the number. I'll use pink for this. Okay, yes, ended. The weird stuff has ended. Okay, so you square both sides, including the numbers, so you get the 2 squared times 4. Then this should be a higher bracket. You can expand it alongside this. So I will just go through it. And I still prefer to, I teach you guys that, but me myself, I still prefer to use the a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Like, I am able to very instinctively go through that minus or plus minus 2ab process. That's why I just write the middle term in the middle, not at the end. It's at the end. Oh, I teach you guys to put it at the end only because it might be easier for you to memorize it. Yeah. Collect that after you explain everything and you are sure that nothing went wrong, collect that terms. 4x squared minus 4 minus 1 equals to y. 4 minus 1 minus minus this 0 minus 16y minus 16 minus 4 become minus 16 minus 4 minus 20. 4 plus 16, 20, 20 minus 6, minus 16, minus 16, 4, 4 minus 4, 0. Oh, okay, I guess. So your number is also a kosong apparently. Apparently it's also a 0. I didn't do anything wrong over here, right? I didn't do anything wrong over here, right? Yeah, I think so. That's not that much. Okay, since we are here, let's go for first. Okay. This is equal to 0. Anything else you need to do? Can you simplify? Cannot. This is your answer. Yeah. Okay, I have space for one more question, so let's go through 27. It's basically the same idea. Yeah. So, 1.5 is too much. So PG to BH is 3 to 2. So PG to PH is 3 to 2. Means if I take PG over PH is equal to 3 over 2, then I can cross multiply. Let P be x comma y. So cross multiply 2pg equals to 3ph. Then I do the same thing. P is pg is p to g. So x minus left 3x plus. I'll just go through this without talking too much, so I can do it faster. We have both sides. I'll just draw it out so you guys get the heat. Expand along the way. Multiply inside. My hand, my arm, my hand. My left hand is so numb. Basics. Yeah, then we get another space. collect items. Usually I bring from right to left, so 4 minus 9 then goes to your y. If needed, I'll just change back later. Okay, 4 minus 6 60 y bring over 126 minus 7. Number 36 cancel minus negative 437. Okay. Wait, is that actually true? Yeah, I think that's actually true. See, this is why if you don't check your answers, the numbers might be big, but please expect this to happen quite a bit until SPM. Okay. Multiply everything by -1 so that my x square and y square are both positive. My x square and y square are positive. And else you need to do, this is your answer. If okay, last stretch. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be 3 hours. Okay, 28. Basically the same thing. XC comma XD equals to 2 to 5 means XC over XD is 2 over 5. Let X be X comma Y. Cross multiply. 5xc equals 2x donkey 5 and then you just put inside here. I'll calculate right more. This is really sphere, right? Oh no, isn't that right? Oh, okay. Yeah, it isn't like that. Y minus 0 is just y, so it's just y squared. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god, 25 times 25. No, this is supposed to be 10, was it? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Wait, then we get 25 times 25. I mean, it's just a bit higher than this more. Okay, how many x? 21. How many y? 21. Okay, x squared, y squared. How many x? 250 minus 32. 282. How many y? Y minus 150. How much number? 625, 225, 850 minus 786 plus 786. Yeah. Equal to 0. Can this be simplified? Divide by 3. Yeah, you divide everything by 3. Yeah, everything by 3, then yeah, this is correct. Yeah. And then else you can do, this is the answer. Okay, so that will be it. Last part, miscellaneous. 29 to 34. Why did I put 33? Why did I put 33? There's a reason, right? Yeah, I get the idea. Okay. 29 to 34 is more like some questions that you might see appear. It's what 29 to 32 is a related. Are related. You need to know. Yeah, I'm basically not gatekeeping anymore. That you get that. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. 33 is basically a type of question that, well, a type of question that you a type of question that you might see in ct2. I mean, it's similar but not similar. Before you see a star over there, it's quite troublesome actually. I have to do 3 simultaneous. Anyway, this is the last stretch. Let's just finish recording this and then you'll go to sleep. And then I'll give you guys a recording and you go to sleep. Okay, 29. Yeah, it's been 2, or it's not 2.5 yet. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, even a 2, there again, definitely finish in 3 hours. Given 2 lines, this intersect at point Q, find the coordinates of Q. So the idea is you just basically do simultaneous. If they intersect at a single point, the answers that you get given 2 lines, it's supposed to be equal to 0. Yeah. Okay. You just go through there. Okay, so the idea is that if you have 2 lines and they intersect at a certain point, the coordinates of this point can be found by solving the simultaneous equation between them. Okay. N minus 6, 4. 2 minus 2, 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus 2 cosine, and then 0 minus 5 minus 5. You can do that. You can, by the way. You don't really have to. Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. Minus 2 minus 5 I get minus 7, which is basically the same. Okay. Okay. One is 4 over 4 being put in together, negative 31 over 4. Okay. So therefore the coordinates of Q is negative 7 over 4 comma negative 31 over 4. Okay, please answer the question like that, because the question explicitly asks for the coordinates. So please put in the coordinates. Okay, so continue. Question 30 is basically the same thing. So equal to 0, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So if you want to, you can rearrange them into the easier to look at form. So equation 1 I can rearrange into y equals mx plus c. So 2x plus 2. Then I can basically bring my 5 over 5 like this. Then I can basically do substitution. So sub 3 into 2. Okay. I'm still streaming, it's good. Yeah, I'm still streaming. Okay. So sub 3 into 2, then you will get 6 minus 7x equals to 2 bracket the entire thing. Then you can just go on from here. I choose to multiply the entire thing by 5. So I get 30 minus 35x plus 2 bracket 2x plus 2. This is equal to, you multiply inside, you get 4x plus 4. Then you combine the like terms. You should get 39x equals to 30, bring over, 30 minus 4, you should get 26. Therefore x equals to 26 over 39. You see, this is what I mean by the answers I don't check. Yeah, I don't check the answers. That's why you have here stuff like these. Into 1. Into 1. It's a bit easier that way. Minus 5y plus 2 equals to 0. So you multiply on top, then you just bring over 5y, 2 multiply on top, so 52 over 39 plus 2. This equals to 78 over 39, 78 plus 52, you get 130. And then the y you bring over to divide, the 5 you bring over to divide, you should get 26 over 39. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, I did not expect. Did I calculate wrongly? Seventy-eight, 52, 78, 130 divided by 5. Whoa, okay. Okay, it actually is correct for whatever reason. Okay, so at the end, therefore, no, it's fine. I'll do undo. I just will back to okay, so okay, yeah. So double check if any there's no issue. Therefore, the coordinate of A is equal to 26 over 39, comma 26 over 39. Wait, look, I don't. Is this actually a coincidence or what? I did not think. I definitely did not plan this. So, is this a coincidence? Do I want to check whether this is true for the other equation? X minus 7 times this is 182 over 39 equals to 2 multiply this with this. Say 234 minus. Oh, it's actually correct. Wow, okay. Yeah, it's actually correct. Okay, sure. Okay, 31, 32 should be easy. So 31, it tells you that given that M is the midpoint of the straight line connecting A and B, find the coordinates of B. So this one is as simple as just writing out the equation. You know that midpoint is basically 1 to 1, so it's divided by 2. Oh wait, I need to let B be x comma y. So your 2 comma 2 will be equal to 1 plus x over 2 comma negative 8 plus y over 2. So you just compare directly lah. I don't even have to write by comparison. 4 minus 1 3. Bring over 8 minus, bring over 8 minus, plus become plus 8 minus 4 4. Okay, so therefore B as coordinates 3 comma 4. Okay, see, you see what I mean by this question is easy. Imagine that this gives you 3 marks, bro. Same scenario. Let G be x comma y. Okay. So 4 comma nav 10 equals to nav 1 plus x over 2 comma 3 plus y over 2 bracket 4 equals to nav 1 plus x over 2 8 x equals 9 nav 10 equals 3 plus y over 2 20 bring over minus then this is 3. G has coordinates 9 negative 23. Answer. Okay, 33. Big question. Given the line L1 equals to this, Part A, find a straight line L2 such that it is perpendicular to L1 while passing through the point. So this one is find a new equation type of question. So you are given that L1 is equal to 3x minus y plus 1 equals to 0. Part 1. Let's find a gradient. So your m1 in this case is 3. You want to be perpendicular, so 3m2 equals to negative 1, m2 equals to negative 1 over 3. This is watches of view. Okay. So to get this, then you want to form a new equation. So for this, it's about this long. Okay. Then I'll put it here. New equation equals to y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. The point passing through is 9, nav 11. So nav become plus. And then x minus 9 bring over, multiply, expand inside, put in order, and then else you need to do. This is your answer. Okay, part B. If point H is the intersecting point between L1 and L2, find the coordinates of H. So basically what it's telling you to do is to just take your L1 and L2 and put it into case 1 and case 2 mode. Yeah. Okay. So for 1, y equals to 3x plus 1. This is equation 3. Sub 3 into 2. I get 3 bracket 3x plus 1 plus x plus 24 equals 0. 3 times 3, 9. Then x plus 3 plus x plus 24 equals 0. 10x 3 plus 24, 27, bring over, become minus. X equals to negative 27 over 10. Then sub x equals to negative 27 over 10 into 3. Y equals to 3. Multiply this entire thing plus 1. 3 multiply 27 minus 81 over 10 plus 1. This is 10 over 10. So you get negative 7 over 10. You can put negative 7.1 because it is simple enough. But usually we just leave it in terms of the function itself because it's easier to do if it's like infinite decimals or stuff like that. Okay, so therefore H has coordinates negative 27 over 10, negative 71 over 10. Okay. Yeah, this barricade this entire area instead. Yeah. Actually. Okay, then next B and C. C says Construct another line FG such that it's a gradient of 2 and its midpoint lands on L2 as well. Given that G equals G negative 5G, it has coordinates negative 5 over comma 2 and the coordinates of F. This is quite tedious. So the idea is that you know that the midpoint lands on L2. You know that it has gradient. Okay, so we know that y. Okay, this is actually not that tedious, but you want the coordinates of F. You want the coordinates of F, you want the coordinates of M. Okay, so you know that your FG is equal to y equals to mx plus c no matter what. This is also the normal x, y and x because there are no special there are no special variables over here. Yeah, it's just y and x. So mx plus c, y equals to mx plus c. Your gradient is 2, and then you know that G has coordinates, so you can find your c in this case. Yes. So two equals to m is 2, x is negative 5 plus c. C, this is minus 10, bring over become plus 2 plus 10, you get 12. Therefore, FG has equation y equals to m 2x plus 12. Okay. So after you get this, you want to find f. So if you want to find f, you want to find m, because we have no idea how far away is G from M. So to find M, since M also lands on L2, which means the M point, your point M is the intersection point between FG and L2. L2 you have from part A already. Therefore, we will be doing another simultaneous. So 3y plus x plus 24 equals to 0, eqn 1, y equals to 2x plus 12, eqn 2. So I can just sub 2 into 1. So I get 3 bracket 2x plus 12 plus x plus 24 equals to 0. Multiply inside. Okay, 6 plus 1, this is 60, negative 60, therefore over. Okay, so x equals negative 60 over 7 into 2. Change color. It is now almost 1 AM. That's why I'm actually getting sleepy. But it's okay, I'm finishing already. This is minus negative 36 over 7. Yeah, negative 36 over 7. Therefore, you know that your point M, therefore, point M has coordinates negative 60 over 7, comma negative 36 over 7. Then you want to find the coordinates of F. So since M is midpoint of FG. Therefore, negative 607 comma negative 607 equals to negative 5 plus x over 2 comma 2 plus y over 2. Okay, let f be xy. So it's like that. Then you just compare directly. This equals to negative 5 plus x over 2. Bring over. X equals to negative 120 over 120 over 7 plus 5. This is 35. So add inside negative 85 over 7. Minus 14. Okay. It's a current track. Okay, no wonder. Okay. Save. Okay, so you got FG. And to find FG, you got FG too, and since M intersect of F and G, you get M. After you get M, you can get F. So finally, F has coordinates left 85 over 7, 86 over 7. What is this? Okay, I swear this is not. I swear this is pure coincidental. How did I pull this off? It's just 1 over 7 difference. Okay. Okay, hence find the area of triangle FGH. I can assure you that the answer for this, if it appears in the ct2, is definitely gonna be simple. But since we have decimal points over here, it will be quite tedious. Also, let me just move this up so that it gets more space. Yeah. Oops. Okay, donkey. Area of triangle FGH. Triangle FGH. We start from F. Wait, do we really need to start from F? No, we do not want to start from F. We start from the simplest ones. We start from G. E is given already, it's the simplest one. We start from G. We look back to F. We look back to H. H is this one. 71, and then we look back to G. Okay. You know what? Fine. I might as well just expand. Yeah, I might as well just expand the canvas. The canvas is at Henko. Yeah. In your blue shirt? Yeah. Alright. I might as well just expand the canvas size. Okay. So area of triangle FGH, 1/2. We start from G because G is the simplest. We look back to F, then we look back to H. 771, right? G's, yeah. Yeah, F is this. Then we look back to G. Okay. Then we just multiply out. Okay, I'll need to get my calculator for this. Okay, so as you can see, the calculation is quite ugly because the points are not set up well. But so anyway, if you go to calculation, you should be able to get the area of FGH to be 65 over 40 units squared. Okay. So that is question 2033. Let's hit the last one. 34. So 34, you can see over there I put a star, which means it's a harder question. Okay, so it says that let me skip that. There was gabber, that was way too loud. Not for the live stream. 34. The question says given the lines L1, L2, L3, if the lines intersect at points A, B, and C, A, B, and C respectively, find the area of the triangle ABC. This is another this is another one of those the coordinates might be ugly type of thing. So the idea is if you have 3 lines, 1, 2, and 3, and then they intersect at points A, B, and C respectively, then you will form a triangle. So you are asked to find the area of this triangle. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do right now. So the idea is that you want to use those 3 lines to do 3 pairs of simultaneous. Yeah, so let's go through it bit by bit. Okay, first pair, let's let L1, L2 be A, L2, L3 be B, L3, L1 be C. So your L1, L2 intersects at A according to our assumptions. L2 is this one. Okay, so start. If you want to rearrange, you can. So, but for me, you can rearrange. Actually, I don't have to. I multiply by 5 so that I make y the same. And then I rearrange it. Okay. I also make y the same on 2, so I multiply by 2. Times 5 times 5. This or this special? This finishing. Times 2 equals to -4. Then you rearrange it. So 10y equals to 6x plus 4. Okay. Then I take 3 minus 4. 0 equals to 20 minus 6, 14x, minus 5 minus 4 minus 9. X equals to 9 bring over divide 14. My god, okay. Into 1. 2y minus 4 bracket 9 over 14 plus 1 equals to 0. 2y equals to 36 minus 36 over 14 minus 1. This is equal to 22 into 14. 2 you bring over to divide. Divide you get 11 over 14. Okay. So A has coordinates 9, 14, 11, 14. 11 over 14. Okay. Second, wait, no space for this. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Why did I leave this question? Why did I put this question in? Yeah, things get messy. Hmm, 15 minus 2, 48. Unfortunately this is not divisible by 13, so I have to do this. So two times this is 96. 96 over 13. 130 over 130 minus 26. 34. Oh no, I have no space. Oh, this algorithm in it. Oh, 好激烈 okay. This algorithm, yeah. Camera size, I need a bit more longer. Just a bit more. Okay, C is L3, L1. you divide, you get 21/4, and then minus out. This is 10, so it's 14/4. You can just put in the calculator, you should get 19/4. Yeah. Okay, what are the coordinates? 9, 14, 11, 14. I believe my calculations are all correct. If any of you got like a different answer, please let me know. Basically I can just open Desmos to check maybe later. So obviously the idea is that if your points happen to be not integers, then the values of your area will definitely be weird, very weird. Remember to look back in front. Okay. And the thing is that it's not even like beautiful, like the values are so ass. Okay, calculator. It's right now is 1:12 a.m. and I'm here finishing it with the last song most likely being in the end, the algorithm song. Oops, apparently I'm not sure about this. It's not displayable as a fraction. Oh, is this not displayable? Oh, okay. Okay. The first half is 21.2823 correct to 4 decimal places. The second half, let me calculate out. If you look very like strongly like rock, like I think more like rock, you can check out the algorithm. Let's go the algorithm. This one is visible as a fraction. Okay. 12.8201 equal to 4 decimal places. Therefore, (8.4622). Therefore, dividing by 2, you should get 4.2311 units square. So obviously it is like this weird answer only because the coordinates of the points are not integers, and they are also not pretty numbers at all. They are not like 1/2, 1/3, stuff like that. They are arbitrary values. But yeah, so that marks the end of the last question, and therefore that also marks the end of the worksheet. Oh, I remember this song. Let's see. Yeah, this is perhaps. Yeah. So that is the end of the ct2 worksheet. Obviously, questions in issue 34 are a bit more involved, but no, it's more like practice lah. It's more like this practice for the various skills. Yeah. A worksheet ct2. Okay. Okay. Okay lah. Thanks as your heart. Okay. Okay, so with that, I think it's good enough that I can say this is the end of the live stream. Yep, all the questions are in there. Good. Okay, done. Thank you very much for tuning into the stream. Watching this video, and I will see you next time.